to the air, hold your shield high. Hear me yelling, tell my enemies that we ride. Never scared of death, we all live to fight. Form the war, tell them all they die tonight. Let's go.
Okay, so there is a makeup collaboration. It's a little spooky, so it was done around October. The jumping spider, that is a very familiar face here in Michigan and many of our other states. We're going to be mocking or artistically recreating the look of that spider. Right here, there's the spider. So I'm going to take that, spin it around, get some inspiration, and put it here. I'm going to be using the Morphe James Charles collaboration. I believe this is the mini palette. I did not buy it.
You did buy it?
Well, I did buy it, but I did not buy it for myself.
You literally gave me the money.
Yeah, I gave the money to buy it, but I've never used it.
I did not want to buy a palette, and he was like, here, please just take this money and go buy whatever you want at Ulta.
Yes, and I went to GameStop.
This fucking man. Really?
You're my followers. You know how great I am. Let's go. So I'm going to have a little bit of help. I want to do the whole makeup look by myself. This will be the first makeup look aside from throwing some eyeliner on the bottom of the eye. What would I even call that? Waterline? So I usually only throw a little bit of black eyeliner on the waterline to go to the club. If we go to the goth club, if I'm going out to some darker event, you know, I've never done a real makeup look. Of course, I've done a few war paint looks. I don't think it's that much talent that you have to bring to the table to be able to do the war paint look. So this is going to really be a challenge. And for me to jump into a collaboration with a bunch of females that are probably very good at doing this, I'm just going to say I might not like the outcome, but you might. So let's go. So first off, I'm going to ask what brushes I should use. And I do know the shape, I believe, of which ones I want to use for which parts of the eye that I'm going around for the eyeshadow. But I want to double check and be sure. Also, I'm not using my own products, so I should be respectful in that I'm not ruining brushes, using them the wrong way. So there will be a little bit of behind the scenes that you won't be able to see. I might throw it in the bloopers. I'm not sure yet, but there will be some help. Just know that all of the applications on the face from start to finish will be my creation and or destruction.
I'm only giving advice.
Yeah. Okay, so
I'm off camera to give advice.
Yes, ELLEDANI DRACAENA from Into the Dragon's Den is right off camera. She did her makeup collaboration, or her version of this spider makeup for the makeup collaboration right before I did. There she is.
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, look at the deep contour to establish chelicerae, the fangs, the blue fangs that are paramount for this type of look if you're trying to recreate this particular spider. So I'm not going to go with that because although I have darker hair here, I feel like, so there's orange, blue, and black are basically going to be the primary colors that we're using for this particular look. If that cut a little bit, it said low battery. I apologize.
Let me get you a thing.
We're going to get a charger. We got things. Also don't want to contour down into my... ELLEDANI's underneath me and crawling underneath this chair right now. She's knocking everything over. So I apologize.
Make a dirty joke about it, to be honest.
No.
I really expected a dirty joke.
No. Not at all. I do need...
vanity. There's an extension cord plugged in.
Yeah, but it fell, and I cannot get it.
It fell?
Hey, you have to climb under me again.
You just want me to my knee.
I love her on her knees. That's not YouTube friendly.
Yes,
We can't be saying that. I'm going to say it.
I literally...
I'm joking. I don't give a fuck about YouTube policy.
Okay,
but don't monetize me. So be it. Oh, for shame. So let me plug in real quick. Getting back to what I was saying. I have orange hair, so I don't want to apply too much orange to the face as far as what I'm doing for the makeup collaboration, just because I have a lot of it right here. And I think once I take pictures in the huge ring light behind us, I think that the orange will come out a lot brighter, and I don't want to overpower the face with an Oompa Loompa vibe. So let us plug in real quick. And we should be good to go. So let me get my brushes. I will not be doing eyelashes. I have reasonably sized eyelashes. I don't know that I'm going to roll with any mascara or not. We'll see where this takes us. I might do it. I'm really trying to do this, though, first and foremost, guys and ladies. But, guys, makeup is not just a woman's game. If you think it is, then you don't know what history is, because frankly, men wore makeup all the time, and men still wear makeup. Do you like that action role that Bruce Willis plays? Do you like that action role that Johnny Depp plays in Pirates of the Caribbean? Do you know that's all makeup, right? Do you know that even if you're seeing Lil put horrible rapper name in front of it, Lil whoever, on a talk show, they have makeup on. You don't understand how much makeup innovates an individual on camera. So break free. Break the fucking mold, because makeup is great. Makeup is fucking sweet. There's nothing wrong with wearing makeup. And frankly, you're going to look better, because guys are fucking ugly. Just saying. So can we get some assistance for applying, for what I'm going to use to apply a base?
Okay.
And then
Yes. Ooh, sorry.
just a couple brushes.
So I would put 2 dabs on each cheek and 3 across your forehead.
Oh, you're dropping this on my black.
I know it got over my dress. I'm sorry. Do 3. 1, 2, 3. Dip it.
Dip it, flip it, bop it, drop it,
Kick it.
kick
Spin
it,
it.
spit it. 2.
2. You might need more on your forehead, to be honest, but we'll see.
I think we're going to have to be careful around this too. If you have piercings, guys, be conscious of where the piercings are.
You're fine. It's not that critical.
All right.
That's why I got in.
And so I'm going to use this
So
Morphe brush.
I'm not going to do it, but dab, and circle. So
I'm going to scumble, as my old art teacher would have told me. So I'm going to...
was that the one from the Dirty Show?
No. First off, yeah, story time. The tea while I'm doing this, so I don't have to focus so much on this. I had a
Oh, you're doing good.
teacher. He wasn't my teacher. He was my little sister's teacher. But, you know, it was a small school, so you kind of knew all the teachers, and the teachers kind of knew all of the students.
You're doing really good.
And don't intimidate me. And
Go
this
up into your eye.
this individual, he ran the chess club. And do we need one right here? A dot here? Or what? I'm going to use the excess for that. Okay. He kind of knew who I was, and he had my sister in class. So that being said, we knew each other, but we didn't have each other. And we only knew each other as a 3rd grade teacher and a 3rd grade student. Well, long story short, in Detroit, we have a fetish event, arguably the biggest in Detroit for the year. And I don't know about the other states in the Midwest, but I would say it's pretty heavy. I mean, a lot of people are going to this event. So we see a very painted up, you know, like body painted female. I think she was like painted like the world.
No, they were painting women as uteruses.
Like what?
They were doing uteruses.
Oh yeah, she was painted like a
ovaries
uterus.
on boobs.
Yes, absolutely. So she was painted like a uterus. I don't know where I got the world from, because I guess life, right? That's where the world comes from, is the uterus. But anyways, she was painted up like that, and my teacher was obviously dating this person because... Do I go in here a little bit?
Yeah, here.
Cool.
Especially if you're doing eyeshadow, you're actually going to want concealer as a base there, which we can go there next. The color is actually really good for you. It's really more your color than mine.
It is. It's not bad. Noticed. I don't think he noticed who I was. He noticed me at a reptile event, in Michigan here. and said, hey, weren't you the guy that was, you know, at the Dirty Show? And then it clicked that he was an old teacher. Long story short, that guy's a sleazebag. He asked us immediately upon our only previous relationship being a third grader and him being an adult teacher. Asked us to a nude beach, or a nude disc golf rather.
A tournament.
I just think that's the wrong move, brother.
They were pushy.
You know, they were real pushy. I'm assuming there was a little bit of polygamy in their world, or at least they were trying to branch out to that, because they were kind of constantly hitting on us passively. I just didn't like it. I didn't get a good vibe. Meanwhile, when I was in high school, in night school, because fuck Utica High School, they kicked me out. I went to night school. It was badass. I had the greatest teacher that I've ever known. And he, long story short, getting back to the beginning here, would teach me to scumble little figure eights over and over and over to, you know, do shading. So using that method, that kind of ties in, guys. I mean, if you don't think makeup is art, you haven't explored makeup. You don't know what makeup truly is at that point. Heads up, if you're doing this concealer type thing, or this base type thing, make sure you have a clean cut on your beard. I shaved right beforehand because I don't think it would be very realistic to try this without getting cakiness around, you know, your eyebrows connect, where your eyebrows connect, and I don't think you would have a good time around the edge of the beard. So give me 1 second. I'm going to look in this mirror down here to make sure that this actually looks good, because I can only see so much of it in the camera. Okay, so now I'm using a concealer, and that is going to be here, here, and here.
You might want bigger. Do one side at a time.
A little bigger?
Blend it out first. I think you might want bigger dots, but it might be okay.
Okay. And then I blend that just upward. So where that line is, you're telling me that I shouldn't have that go down. Don't blend down.
Don't go down.
Blend upward.
But let me take this for a second. So you want like small circles.
Do it on my hand.
You want small circles working up and into the eye.
Okay.
This is really fun. Go up more.
I will, yeah.
You want to blend right up into that waterline.
Like that?
Yep. Oh, yeah. You're doing a good job.
So, guys, I've never been a painter.
One more dot.
Where? In the middle?
In the middle. Yep. Right in the middle. You want to know higher. Okay. Now blend that up.
So, I've never been a painter. I've actually despised painting for the most part. I enjoy playing with art a lot. But painting has just never been my thing. Oh. So, am I going to go here too, or no?
Here. See, right in the middle of your eye?
Yeah.
Bring that brush up and in. Nope. Here.
Up and in.
Up here. So.
Oh, okay.
I was going to do one just to show you, but I won't. Smaller. Yeah, there you go. Do one more.
So I'm learning with you guys.
Do one more right in the middle. Let me just dab it.
Nope.
I want to help so bad.
Nope, no dabbing.
I'm so fucking proud of you that you don't want my help, but I'm...
Is that good?
Yep. I'm having a really hard... Yeah, there you go. That's perfect.
And so I'm being told that you just kind of take that and you spread it around, because you got a lot of shadows in your eyes. And men especially, I'm finding that this is probably a little bit... Yeah, I do see the difference between the other one. There's like bags here you can see that the base didn't really help with.
We're gonna set
but guys, you have a very, very hard face. You have a lot of creases. You have a lot of corners. You have a lot of crevices. You don't have the soft look that a lot of girls can potentially get away with. Not so much, I feel.
to bake too. So when you're done with that concealer,
so what am I doing with the top? Do I throw some concealer here too, like the excess, because I have a lot of.
You can.
Not necessary.
I use concealer as an eyeshadow base. So I actually put concealer. I would do a dot of concealer in the middle of your eye and blend that out too.
Even still?
Yes. You want an absolute base.
So guys, I'll also tell you that I am colorblind. Not fully. Not fully. I can see the beauty in a lot of things, but like these beiges to tans to peaches, I can't see it. I won't lie, this is fun though. There's currently nothing that I'm regretting. How do I get this little... Oh, is that my eyelashes?
What?
Oh, yeah, it was my eyelashes. I was going to say, there's a spot I just can't get. It's my eyelashes stuck. So, brothers, you're not going to tell me right now that my skin doesn't look 1,000 times better. You wouldn't think I had makeup. If I just started this, what's going on, everybody? Ragnar DRACAENA here. You just think, great lighting. You know, potentially a soft filter. But when creating this makeup look, I really feel like you should be taking all the harshness away. And if you want harshness in the makeup look, just recreate it with contouring, with shadows. Can I have that for the...
You got to do the under eye there, too.
Did I?
You didn't
Oh,
do that
right.
side.
I didn't even do this side, right.
Nope, I do it all together, though. You're fine. But definitely go around the piercing. It's not going to hurt it if it should. I'll say it should not hurt it if you get close, but go around it.
And if not, I can just clean it off, right?
My cheeks should be... Cheek piercings in particular are so... they're just so predispositioned to issues, and I don't ever have issues with makeup.
Man, you like that camera on the right. I need it on the left. I just
Switch
can't.
it.
No, it's all good. I don't want to mess it up now. It's just a learning
Do you
curve,
think it's a handed thing?
probably. Or you're just Hebrew and you read right to left. Are you Hebrew?
I am.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. 1 sec. I'm going to check the smear.
I would go just a little bit thicker on each under eye. Do one more
Under
dab.
eye. Yeah, I do have some harsh under eyes. I don't sleep. I have a hard time sleeping. I often have nightmares. So I have an under eye problem. I always have kind of bags under my eyes. Sinus issues will contribute to that, but it's mainly the lack of sleep. Since I'm indulging in a makeup look now, I can easily confess, my whole soul to you guys. I have horrible nightmares all the time. It doesn't matter if I don't have a stressful event in my life going on. It's just I have an ability, or rather a disability, to react to negativity in my life. And I do feel that the nightmares and the restless sleep often is a result of that. Because as hardened as it may seem to be able to live with, deaths in the family or stress of your job or whatever may be as an adult, because everything's fucking stressful as an adult, I think it really plays a role in what my eyes look like, on top of my sinus issues that I constantly have. So it's probably why I need a little bit more of this on the under eyes. But there, you're going to tell me that you wouldn't rather look like this as opposed to what you're going to see the before and after. Christ.
Oh, yeah. It looks good.
Like, yeah. And am I going to do this every day? Absolutely not. But it's fun to be able to do this. Yeah. I don't think most girls do, and I don't think most girls should. There's something to say about faking your face every day. I mean, who are you at that point, right? It's fun to be a little creative, and you can do that every day. But putting on the whole face of makeup, I think that's probably bad for the mental health. And I'm just saying that from a guy's perspective. I have no idea. Don't quote me.
As somebody that used to be very committed to wearing makeup every single day because I hated what I looked like, my mental health got better when I was doing makeup for fun and pleasure and not because I was terrified to show the world what I looked like.
Right, so it seems like a catch-22, right? I mean, like, you put the makeup on to cope and to feel better about yourself, but then you get consistent with it and you then need it to be able to feel good, and then you feel good about somebody who you are not, even though you are behind the makeup. It's like wearing a mask every day. I just want to even out up here. Try to catch some of that fade that I have naturally coming from the hairline.
You might need more product because I don't think you're doing a whole lot.
That's good though, right?
Looks great.
Yeah. Okay.
So, do you see how this is thick?
Yeah.
You're going to turn this over and you're going to dust this whole area. you're going to do what's called baking. So you're going to leave it on thick and extra powdered for like 5 minutes.
Does that just connect with the foundation that I'm putting on?
Yeah, it's called baking, and it essentially sets it into place, but it sets it to where there's no creasing, especially because you have like, it's not even bags, like just the way your under eyes are shaped.
No, it's bags. It's fine.
I mean, yes, it's bags, but it's literally hereditary. Both your parents.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
I was gonna say they both had the same.
Right. Okay. So where can I put this?
Just anywhere. So you're gonna flip this over, and you're gonna put this. This is a hard.
It's gonna fall when I do it, right? So like flip it over as I apply.
Do you want me to do one side to show you?
Nope.
Okay. So flip it over and then very lightly dab and dust it here. Do you see what I'm saying? There.
Yeah, just above the cheekbone. Follow the bottom eye.
It really is crazy what you look like in the camera.
Okay.
So,
but as I flip, dab because it's gonna fall, right?
It'll fall fairly quick. Yeah, it's not gonna fall immediately.
And would you say it's like a 3 dab or a 5 dab, smaller dabs or bigger dabs across?
Like you're more like dusting. Do you see what I'm doing? Look at my finger.
Like Ace Ventura in When Nature Calls, when he's dusting to see who took the bat.
Exactly that.
Okay.
So you want it to be thick too, because we're gonna dust it off after.
Okay. So use all this on one side.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes. See, perfect. You actually probably want.
Okay. So guys, this is
more
baking, and I'm gonna apply a little more. And I keep saying guys. I assume that all of you are guys following me. I apologize, ladies, if you are following. I just kind of assume that you know how to do makeup more than me, and please don't use this as a makeup tutorial if you don't know your makeup. Don't do that. Go to Into the Dragon's Den. That's where it's at for the makeup.
That's very sweet.
Well, it's self-preservation, too, for all these girls who may be looking at me thinking, yes, I'm going to learn on this video. Not going to happen. Is that good on that side?
That's great. Other side?
So we're going to blow that off, though, right?
Yes, we're going to actually dust it off.
So I'm obviously going to clean this anti-brow off after.
Go just a little heavy. I am here to help you and assist. You really didn't even want my assistance. Are you not glad I didn't do anything else?
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad you're helping because I would not have been doing all this. I just would have went right to the. So this like.
It's gonna go away. I promise.
Okay, so sit.
Oh no, you're gonna do. You can keep going with makeup. We're gonna bake that. We're gonna dust it off after.
Okay, so we're gonna get baked, and then we're gonna continue with the makeup. Well, I mean, what would you do next? Eyeshadow?
Yeah, I mean, you could go on to eyes or lips. Some people do lips next. I have to do lips last. I can't.
Probably not doing my lips.
You're not gonna do black lips or anything. You can do the same lips as me.
Can I see the spiders? Let me see the spider.
The pictures actually are probably on my phone.
Yeah, but you could pull up audax. I'd also take a whiskey.
Would you?
Yep.
I'm so excited.
Guys, if it's your first time doing makeup, relax. Do it in a state that is comfortable for you. I'm just saying, you might figure something out about yourself that is no less masculine than you are. But I'm saying, to look good is to look good, man. Like, if you trim your beard, you pluck your eyebrows, you get a manicure, if you do anything to gear yourself towards a particular style, you shouldn't be hating on anybody who is using makeup to manipulate their particular style. Because I'm telling you right now, makeup does wonders for the eyes. It makes them pop like crazy. Half an eyeliner, the girls are all over you, bro. I'm telling you right now. I mean, it just is what it is. You're going to have gorgeous eyes. You're going to have more distinguished features. There's so many reasons to try it out once. I'm not telling you to wear a fucking dress, but if you want to, wear a fucking dress. You know, it is what it is.
I didn't see you in makeup before we were together.
No, you didn't see me in makeup before we were together, but we never went to the club or anything. Like, I'm not going to wear makeup.
We did once. We went for your birthday while we weren't together. How crazy is that?
One time, right? So one time we went to this goth club before we were together, and she is assuming that, or she is making the point that she's never seen me in makeup before we were together. Well, we worked together. We worked at a dog training facility. The clients were high class. What am I supposed to do? I can't freak him out. I got in trouble for wearing contacts or fangs. I tried to be myself there. I wasn't allowed to be myself
got in trouble
there.
for that, really?
Yeah.
You're doing really, really good.
Thank you.
I am so excited and so proud, and I think this is really fucking phenomenal. Just an FYI.
Okay, so like I said, while this is baking, I'm going to get started on the eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the James Charles Morphe collaboration palette. It is the mini. There is nothing mini about it aside from the amount of product you get in it. The amount of colors are great. It was all dusty because the bake that I'm putting on my face got all over it. But yeah, I mean, this one, don't mind the demolition crew behind me. This one has been used quite a bit, but this is it. And James, if you're watching, watch me stumble all over this palette because I'm going to do it justice regardless. So, can I have some brushes?
Yes.
I think I'm also going to be using your brushes.
So in the middle, this is wet. See that? The sponge, let me actually read down from that sponge.
So I'm going to be using the Morphe M433.
And actually, it's been long enough. Oh, no, keep it on. Because if you have fallout,
It'll just fall on
it'll
that and
brush
then we can
off
get it
with the
all
bake,
off. Yeah.
it'll brush
So I'm
off
going to
with the
keep
bake.
the bake on just in case I have what is called fallout from the heavily pigmented stuff that I'm going to be putting on my face up here. So if it falls down here, it'll be easily removed if I don't remove this bake first, right? So you're going to be able to leave that bake so that when we take the bake off, it will take whatever falls onto it off. So then I don't have any residue down here changing up the color. I don't have a dark face, so I will do damage to this look if it stays there, the fallout.
Darker light, it kills everybody's look.
Darker light, it kills everybody's look, says the dragon. So I personally was...
The dragoness.
The dragoness. The dragon. So I personally thought I was going to go with an orange base up here. There's more orange on this particular spider than there is blue. The blue is only right in the front on the chelicerae where the fangs are held by those big, cute, furry, mustache-like things that the spider has. So I'm going to go with that right there. And I'm just going to start drawing out where I want this and fading it into something that doesn't look terrible. Mind you, never have I done something like this. So when I'm applying this onto when I'm grabbing this off of here, I don't have to touch it much, right? I just have to really dab lightly.
Hold on. Dab a little bit harder because you're getting a lot of fallout. So if you grab and swipe, you see how you get a lot more product and less fallout.
Yeah.
So essentially you're almost breaking it up and creating fallout by dabbing like that. So swipe it. See what I did?
And that won't be too much to be able to have like too much.
No.
Okay.
Tilt your head back a little bit.
So in case it falls.
Yes. And then, tilt it back, especially because you're newer to it. So tilt it back and then...
Okay. Don't mind the nose hairs, people.
You can't see your nose hairs.
See, this is... Let me put this down.
Here, let me take it.
Yeah. All right. Here goes nothing.
Are you starting there for any particular reason?
I'm just trying to create a soft version of what I'm going to darken in. I want to basically sketch out my shape.
So, you did this really naturally. Where I start, can I just give it a swipe to show you what I want to do?
Do it.
I don't have to.
No, line, like show me with this. Like don't touch it,
So,
you know what I mean?
I go here first, and I actually brush it up against that part of my eye.
Yeah.
That's going to create your crease. That's the first part of the eyeshadow you really want to do. So, yes, but even more so, you probably need more product at this point.
I just didn't want to have...
Do you see where that you feel that? Where it's like really shaping out your eye?
Yeah.
I always start with crease, almost always.
So from here, you kind of go directly up to get to the brow bone.
Yes.
And then you follow the brow bone out, and as it goes down, you can kind of create your freedom up and out here, right?
Really good.
So when I go in, like, I shouldn't be going past where the water lines meet, though, right? Like, this should not really be coming out here.
I mean, you could. People do for certain.
But does it look good, is what I'm asking you. Do you typically have color that goes up onto the base of the nose like this? Yes, you do. Okay.
For very theatrical looks, yes.
Okay.
Only
Well, I probably want to be
theatrical.
more subtle, right? Because
It's up to you.
I want this to... So can I, like, wipe?
You can wipe. I have, here's paper towel here. You can wipe it off with.
Yes.
Be gentle, though, because you don't want to take the base off if you can help it.
So I'm not trying to... Although this is a theatrical look, I don't want a very heavy eye look. I want it to be semi-subtle and really focus on being higher contrast as it comes down closer to the eyes. Because I feel like if I go crazy all around the eyes up to the brow, it'll just have a look that I'm not really going for.
I feel like you should probably blend this color into it because the color on the spider is a little more red than
Yeah, I
orange,
was definitely going to try
but
that.
I think the combination, if you do a base of this and then just brush the kind of pale red onto it, it'll probably be really good.
So then I create the shape. It shouldn't go that far out from...
No, you're doing really good. You're doing really good.
It's hard to be not judgmental on it. Should I go up to the brow, though? Like, what's going to happen between the brow? My brow is dark, so
I
is that
usually
like...
do like a highlight. So essentially around this edge, we're going to blend a little bit, which I can show you how to do. But you want to blend the edge and then do a highlight. But if you want to take it up to the brow, you can. You might end up looking like Mimi from...
That's what I thought. I was going to say clown. You said Mimi. That's not what I want, so that's fine. We'll keep it where it's at. All right, so let me get a little bit more of that. And like she said, I'm not going to dab. I'm going to swipe. So I'm not creating all the fallout, and you don't want these colors to mix up because if you've ever been in art class, if your paints touch each other, you're fucked. Just saying. All right, so I swiped this one completely myself. Let's see the difference as I apply it. Is it too thick? Is it too thin? So I'm going to go right into the crease of the eye here, go up, hit my brow bone. Did I hit? So now I'm going to use the Morphe M321. It's a more dense brush, so that's going to be for your like fine tuning, right? So
It is for detail and smudging. It's definitely a smudging brush.
Did you use this already?
Yes.
Yeah, there's black all over my face now.
Are you joking?
No.
I thought I cleaned it first.
No. No, there's black all over it.
Okay. Okay, give me a sec. I'm going to fix you. I am so fucking sorry.
Well, although I was going to use the Morphe M321, ELLEDANI already used it. She thought she had cleaned it off before me using it, but she did not. So I have this smudge here from the look she just did. So we're going to clean that up real quick. Could you just clean that up? She's cleaning that up off camera. I'm going to hit the Red Bull up real quick.
Oh, are you, do you want me to clean up the black too?
Yeah.
You might have to put more makeup down.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't like that
It
side
came off
anyway,
easy.
so... I see there's some dark there, so just get rid of it.
So let me show you. There's some dark there, but this,
Take that to just...
do you see where it's like literally almost like
Yep.
an eraser?
Yep. Perfect. Okay. So then let me get that...
I'm so fucking proud of you.
Thank you.
I love what you're doing.
I love you and all that you do. We're back at the M433, what I was using before. And I loved where I, positioned this one with the flare out. I didn't like this one anyways, so it's a blessing in disguise that I had to redo it. So find the brow bone right there. And so what I found with the last one, if I bring it out just a little bit and I don't go to where I want to end, but I start over here where I want it to end and go backward a little bit, that's where you're going to define that shape. And that's exactly right there, what I was looking for. So, okay. So I have the base of the orange color that I'm going to do. I'm going to fade that a little bit with a darker color just to give a good depth going into the eye, because naturally you have, darker colors, darker tones from shadows going in here. And again, I don't want to take away from the masculine look. I want this to be a masculine look with makeup, an artistic look. So am I going to use, am I going to use this one, M224, to put the next one on, or am I cleaning off the M433? She's throwing shit all around here. She's messing up my background. Fucking shit up.
I figured since I was doing nothing, I could break in my pleasers, and I actually almost just broke my ankle.
If you saw these pleasers she's wearing.
That I'm falling in.
Okay, so am I using the M224 for the darker orange, or am I using the same one, the M433, and cleaning it off?
Because you are trying to go light with a darker color, is that right?
I'm just gonna apply this darker color inside and fade it out a little bit, so
you don't
the
even
lightest.
need to clean this.
Okay, but you don't want it to go into there though, right?
No, it's fine. Trust me, baby.
No.
I would not have cleaned it for that, to be fair.
So I'm cleaning off the M433. I know that's so foreign to most people watching this, but for people who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Just cleaned it off a little bit. I don't want to mess up her palette. It is not my palette, and I would prefer if it was my palette that I didn't mix the colors up. So now
I'd be mixing colors.
We were just on that one. We're gonna go a little darker and go here. Yeah, there, but I'm also gonna go here as well. And we're gonna have some fun with that. Okay, so now that I have applied that darker color, I'm going to do what I saw in a James Charles tutorial video and go back with the lighter color around the edges just to make it a little less dramatic of a contrast between those two colors. So I'm going to go back to that orange, and right around the edges of where that meets the darker orange to the lighter orange, I'm going to add that lighter orange just to make it a flawless transition. It's definitely harder than it looked like when he was doing it, but
well,
dude's a genius.
I was gonna say he got fucking swept up at 17 by a major makeup company, so.
And by the way, everybody starts somewhere. If you look at some of his original videos, he knows he's improved. He knows he's a damn professional now. So start. And if it looks terrible, do it the next day and see if it's less terrible. I mean, there's nothing to it but to do it.
And everyone that can wear makeup.
Yeah, everyone can wear makeup. You can only not wear makeup if you fail to try to do so. And if you don't like makeup, you try it one time because you think, yeah, like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. If you don't like it, don't do it. I mean, realistically, it's not about doing it for anybody else. It's about doing it for yourself. and being empowered whilst doing so. Every one of the game characters that you play on Assassin's Creed or anything else, you think that's not an embellished look? You don't think that there's, if that character was cosplayed, that there wouldn't be heavy makeup involved? You're wrong. All right, so I think I have to go in and clean this up just a little bit because it does look a little bit... Yeah, that's better. A little bit something. All right, so I have that done. I'm going to go with one more darker color, but I'm really just going to focus up to about here. Put that darker color in right around here just to really have some depth. I want a tricolor depth there because a lot of these audax, the bold jumping spider that we're doing this collaboration about or inspired by, it can be high red, it can be high yellow. So if you Google search their images, you're going to see mainly the orange, but you're not going to tell me that you don't get variations from state to state. This is a countrywide spider. It's distributed through the whole entire country. Long story short, we're going to throw a little bit, just a little bit of red in there. I'm going to clean off this brush one more time. And this whole time we still have stayed with the M433. Where we're going to go right there, like I said. And that won't be that much dramatically different. And this is where the color blind comes in. I know that's a different color. I am indifferent to those two colors. So I'm just going to play with where I know I want it faded. And I'm going to ask for assistance to see if it's right. Because frankly, it does not look like a different color to me. Guys, ladies, if you are colorblind, maybe not jump into your first makeup creation with so many like colors. So
it's adding dimension to it. I can see it from here.
Okay.
You've almost got like a sunset theme going with it.
So as per the tutorial that I watched, you want to really focus on getting into the crease first. As we're going to apply all that. That's where you're going to apply all that color, and then you're going to blend out from there. Because that's going to be your darkest part of your eye anyways, and you want to follow the natural creases and structure of your face. So I know I'm going to have to clean this side up a little bit. It is a little bit bulbous out here. This eye, honestly, is exactly where I want it to be, but it's real hard with the camera right here, the camera lens right here. It's hard to see this eye with this eye. Like visually look with this eye and see this eye and be able to do it. So, I think I'm just going to put a little bit more dark red in there to really set the colors apart. But then, of course, I'm going to go right back in with that orange and blend the red out to the orange so it's not so much of a high contrast between the two.
Once you get some eyeliner on that, it'll really pop it, honestly.
Yeah, it's hard to watch it coming together because, frankly, you'll think it looks like shit, but it's not completed.
I would say the same thing about my makeup looks, though.
Right, I mean, I'm just speaking for anybody. It's just like you're finding small imperfections like, oh, it needs to have, crispness here or it needs blending here. But at the end of the day, when you're absolutely done with it, that's when you judge the look. Create, create, create. Do not judge it until it's done. Okay, so almost finished with the orange, yellow, red scheme. We're going to go back. Same M433 and use the orange one more time and blend here into here. So it's not so dramatic. And then after that, we're going to go with the brightest orange and really make sure that there are no light to darks that I am unhappy with. So we're going to start here. where you can see the separation of red, orange. I'm going to blend that out a little bit. Yeah. Remember, I do have the bake on here, so if you've gotten used to seeing it, it won't be there when we're done with this. It'll look a lot more uniform. It won't be so dark light or cakey up here, because it does look cakey. And we're going to clean the brush off one more time, same M433, and go with that light orange once again, just to finalize the eyeshadow look at the very end there, because we've kind of darkened that up when we're blending those darker colors from in to out. I'm going to even go all the way. There we go. So where a lot of that is really dark, just going to pull that out. Okay, so this is an eyeliner that I have not used. It's a liquid eyeliner, and for the wing that's going to come up, I cannot fuck this blend up. So I'm going to play with it on my hand first, just to see how it acts.
On my hand?
So let me find, okay. So although I was using the Morphe James Charles palette, this is going to be an eyeliner that I cannot actually reveal where it is from. Though I am super excited to be using this particular brand's cosmetic line.
They haven't launched yet.
They haven't launched yet. I've been chosen to be one of their guinea pigs, and ELLEDANI has also been chosen to be, in fact, we are one of the very few that they've chosen to actually be able to utilize this. I'm super excited, super honored, honestly, and we'll be able to let you know later in the month, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think later in the month we'll be able to actually tell you who this is, who's making it, where it's from, the works. Just know it's cruelty-free, and
most of it's vegan, actually.
Most of it's actually vegan as well. So I'm going to be doing the wing. The wing is going to go from the crease of the eye here where the waterline on the top and the bottom meet. And I'm going to go bringing it up, dramatically up. I've heard that a lot of times, oftentimes people go more even and it makes your eyes look saggy. So I'm going to try to actually bring it dramatically up, where it won't be that dramatic. You'll feel like you're going way up when you're not. So nothing to it but to do it. Let's ruin the look or make it perfect. So we're just going to play slowly with it. I want to play it cool. I got to get a little closer to this. So I might actually do, I have big eyelashes and I don't know where this is going. So I'm going to do a little bit of this with this mirror right here. Okay, so I am back after a very long battle with the goddamn liquid eyeliner. I'll tell you, I received a little bit of help. I'm not going to lie. And the look's not done. So as haphazard as all this shit looks, it is going to be fixed with a bit of mascara, a little bit of fine tuning, but I'm going to color the eyebrows a little bit. It's not something I'd ever thought I'd do, but I'm going to color the eyebrows a little bit. I feel like I got to shape this up a little bit better, but just a quick check-in. All right, so I'm using this brush from Profusion, and I'm going to go with a soft brown in the eyebrows, just to give that heavy contrast to take away from this here. So off camera. Yeah. It's a little better. It takes away from such darkness right here, I feel. And really, I can't see how the mascara is going to help, but we'll see. From here, I'm not going to do much more. I'm going to do the blue lips. And now that I'm looking at it, I might do a little bit of darker contour. But I believe that'll come after we remove the bake. That is still, in fact, there. So, you can see where the eyeliner, I mean, honestly, it got messed up. I'm not, not super proud of the eyeliner, to be honest. But, hey, for my first makeup look, I'll say I like the sunset vibes of the eyeshadow. The liquid eyeliner is shit. Okay, so now that the full eye look is done and we don't have any more fallout of the, pigment coming off of the orange, red, yellow, we're going to take that bake off, and I'm told we just brush it down and get rid of it. And I don't know that you're going to see. I suppose there's a difference there. Just get it the fuck out of here. So now I'm like half baked. So we're going to throw some mascara on. I might do some light contour just to cut the cheeks in a little bit, raise the cheekbones, and then we're going to throw some lipstick on, or lip color if you're afraid of saying lipstick. And that's where we're going to be. So, uno momento, por favor. Whiskey time. Where art thou? Whiskey.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was right there.
Whiskey! This is the call. If you lose your whiskey, you can do the call. Whiskey! It'll always come from the right of you. Whiskey! See? Fucking 3 calls and it always happens. Whiskey! But then you want to show it some love. Okay, so unlike the brand of some things, like the liquid eyeliner, that I had hell playing with, and, when I squint my eyes like this, I actually don't hate what it looks like, but being just basic and blah, I hate it. Unlike the eyeliner that I cannot talk about, the company with which we collabed with, this is Wander, another cruelty-free company.
Fantastic.
We're only using cruelty-free shit here. So long story short, Wander doesn't. They're fucking epic. Just like the makeup company that we collaborated with that we can't tell you about. Obviously, we're super excited to tell you about it. They haven't launched yet. We are their test dummies. Don't think anything of the liquid eyeliner that you see. Think of the liquid eyeliner that you see on ELLEDANI, because she's obviously used it a lot more. If you want, here, that's the only part here. That's what you should think of the liquid eyeliner. That looks epic, actually. I like that. So yeah, if you're an alpha male,
so much you're doing right now.
if you're an alpha male and you're into this shit, you better fucking take the reins, brother, because you gotta get on this. We have to break the barriers of the lack of spectrum there is for masculine to feminine. If you want to fucking wear pink, wear pink. Men wear pink. Women wear pink. Who gives a fuck? It's a color. It's a beautiful color, frankly. So if you're an alpha male and you are interested at all, make the fucking effort, dude. It is your responsibility. You say you're alpha male, I'm a fucking alpha male. Look what I'm doing. I'm setting an example. You need to help me set this example. I'm going to do the lips with, again, the amazing company that allowed us to try their products before they even launch. That we're not allowed to talk about. I'm going to put a little bit of lipstick on. We're going to do the blue to really pull out the metallic darkish blue that I'm looking for. I'm going to work with this and the Morphe James Charles palette to be able to do that. So you'll see. So that's That's some heavy pigment, dude.
Yes.
I hardly put that shit on. Okay, I gotta do that down here.
Oh, you look so good.
Okay, so we have put the base black on. And much like how the eyeshadow I was afraid of until we got the full appeal of what was going on with the black, we're going to throw the blue on. I am going to freelance this bitch and say I'm going to use this Morphe M224.
From this makeup, you look so
And I'm going to go
good.
with the brighter one here. Actually, what do you think of this metallic one?
Do it.
I think I'm going to run with this metallic one and be creative.
Do it.
Because that with the black, I'm going to go light on that and see if I can't just embrace the darkness of the black while putting that metallic color on there. So remember again, guys, brush, don't dab. I'll have a couple of the pictures. There we go. I'll have the couple of the pictures right here. Right? I look like a fool in the video, but you see that epic shit right there. I think we did it, right? I think I represented P. audax well enough. So, this is Ragnar DRACAENA. I'm out. ELLEDANI. Thank you so much for putting this shit together. Everybody else who's in the collaboration is linked below here. I'm Ragnar DRACAENA. This is my P. audax bold jumping spider look. I'm out. Skål.
Hands to the air, hold your shield high. Hear me yelling, tell my enemies that we ride. Never scared of death.